So now Truphena Muthoni has done something the world has never seen before. She has just broken a world record at an environmental summit by hugging a tree outside Nyeri's governor's office for the longest time ever recorded. First of all, congratulations to her for making us as Kenya proud. And what started as a simple gesture quickly evolved into a symbolic act that captured the attention of Kenya and the international media.
My name is Truphena Muthoni. I am a defender of the forests and a world record holder for the longest marathon hugging a tree. I also defend the rights of indigenous trees and indigenous peoples. So I am attempting to break my own world record by extending it into 72 hours of environmental endurance here at the office of the governor in Nyeri County. So tree hugging has a lot of benefits, and one of them is therapy. It's very therapeutic, and especially in times where we are experiencing climate injustices and mental health crisis that is directly connected to environmental degradation, like wildfires, droughts, and maybe floods. Victims have post-traumatic stress disorder, and it's important for them to know that we can come back to nature and get healing.
The environmental summit in Nyeri had brought together climate activists, student, local leaders, and environmental activists and experts. But no one expected that the biggest highlight of the event will come from Truphena. With quiet determination, she walked over to an old towering tree outside the governor's office and, of course, wrapped her arms around it. At first, people thought it was a symbolic photograph or maybe just a humorous display. But as minutes turned to hours, her, of course, energy and unwavering commitment began attracting crowds. Officials from the Nyeri Governor's office congratulated Truphena for her achievement and thanked her for, shifting a global light on environmental conversation. Some even joked that the tree she hugged had now become Nyeri's newest celebrity, with the residents flocking to take photos with it. And the county's environmental department has even suggested that the tree be listed as a protected landmark due to its newfound global significance. Within minutes of her breaking the record, the internet exploded. Kenyans on social media added hashtags such as Tree Hugger Queen and Truphena Muthoni, which trended nationally. Memes, TikToks, and emotional tributes flooded the timelines. Some users humorously said that while the government is focused on planting trees, Truphena has taken things to a whole new level by hugging them into global fame. Environmental organizations from around the world quickly picked up the story. Climate activists from Europe, America, and also Asia celebrated her achievement, calling it a beautiful demonstration of environmental love. And the international media outlets reached out for interviews, placing Truphena on a path towards becoming a global environmental ambassador. And now, local officials and event organizations are preparing all necessary documents to submit Truphenia's achievement to official Guinness World Record verification. And experts believe that she has likely set a record no one has ever achieved before. And it is confirmed she will become one of the few Kenyans to hold a world record in environmental activism. And also residents from Nyeri have embraced Truphena as their new hero. From market vendors to boda riders, everyone is talking about the woman and the lady who hugged the tree and placed the country on the global conversation map. Many are calling her Mama Mti wa Nyeri. You remember the late Wangari Maathai, and celebrating the renewed environmental awareness she has sparked throughout the region. And now, her record-breaking act is expected to inspire a new wave of environmental consciousness in Kenya. Schools also are considering adding her story to environmental clubs, while youth groups are planning tree hug events across the country. And Truphena Act has proven that creativity, passion, and dedication can send a powerful message, one that may help preserve Kenyans' forests.
The reason for hugging trees, one, it's because it's therapeutic, and we have a lot of mental health crises across the world that is directly involved with environmental degradation. So when we have calamities like floods, droughts, we have the victims have post-traumatic stress disorder, and I'm inviting everyone to go back to nature because nature has healing. And also it is to help people fall in love with nature, because I believe that before we plant 1 million trees, we must nurture 1 million hearts that care.
It shows her commitment and her love for nature. Muthoni was scheduled to travel to COP28, but it was not possible because of bureaucracy. And therefore, she opted to come and do this here in an attempt to enter the Book of Records. And therefore, people of Nyeri, this is your champion. We pray that you support her by your prayers, by your continued support, but beyond everything else, let the awareness of nature, the environment, and the protection of this environment be the key event in all this matter. As the governor of this county of Nyeri, we want to congratulate Truphena for taking this bold step.
For generations. So now, what do you think about Truphena Muthoni record-breaking effort? Make sure that you share your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe, like, and share so that you may get tuned and receive all the breaking news and information all around Kenya. And remember, at Havana Media, we bring you stories that move the nation and the whole world and Africa as large. My name is Oduor Billy. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next episode.